everyone, it's Laura from Laura's Handcrafted Treats and Treasures. Welcome to or back to my channel. Alright, so I said I would do a flip through of all the journals. I want to get this done before we get too late in the year because Amanda's coming out with more, so I know I'm going to want to be doing them. This is the first quarter of Journaling Joy 2024. This would be from Create with Scrimping Mommy, in case you're new here. You can find her on Facebook, YouTube, and she has a Ko-fi shop is where you'll find these. And some of it's membership, but she does have some other ones on there that you can just pay for. But her Journaling Joy would be a membership. Super cheap. Just go, I mean, I don't mean cheap because I don't mean it in that sense, but super affordable where you can get these as well. The first one is for my books. Now mine are going to be a little bit different than hers. All her links are going to be in the description box, and I'm going to do 4 of these videos starting with, you know, January, February, March. So all of the links to these kits in her Ko-fi shop will be down in the description box. And I'm not going to put all the links to her YouTube page where she does her books. They're very different than mine, very different. She shows you a lot of different techniques. So just go to her YouTube page, and if I can link the playlist, I'll do that. But anyway, the first one was Winter Wonderland. Then we had Asian Splendor and Spring Blossom Cottage. So that was the start of Journaling Joy. So I'm not going to spend a whole lot of time, because if you go through my page or my playlist, you're going to see Journaling Joy flip throughs. And each month I did a final flip through. I think it says final flip through. All right, so here was January. And she gave us all these. If there's an element in there, I think I used everything from her pages. I didn't go off board too much, except for, I think this was a die cut. So I did go off that. This also was a die cut. So yeah, I embellished it with a couple little different things. But I just added tags. I added some of the, like this one says memory keeping. So I just added, this came from somewhere else. No, this was hers, I think. I don't remember, but there were some things I did have that I ended up putting in myself. Now this one ended up being like a book page, a bookmarker. So this snaps on either side. Whoop, where'd it go? There it is. So that you can put it throughout the book. That was fun. I think that was something she taught us too. And then let's see if I did anything. Some more journaling. And in the middle, of course, we have our January monthly where you can jot down your information, which I didn't do any filling out the pages. I wanted to. I'm not really a journaler, although I love to make them. But I thought, oh, in this journal, I really want to do that. No, I just didn't have time. So let's see, another pocket journaling spot. Side pocket. So I used a lot of my die cut to embellish. And this one, as the books progressed, when I'm looking at them, I'm like, wow, you know, like I started out so simple, but then I could see where I was starting to grow in my techniques. So that's kind of fun. These are just going to be fun to look back at, because I'm keeping them. I thought about, you know, maybe I'll get rid of them. I don't know, maybe I'll unbind them when I'm done and then, you know, rebind them and put some board. And I thought, you know what? I want to remember what I did. I'm so proud of the work that I did. So I'm going to keep it. So here we have Asian Splendor for February. Again, I started out with a pocket. I left journaling spots. Then I started to add a little bit like this. Oh, I'm going to glue that back on there. This has a little window in it that I just got from an envelope. You know, the ones that you throw away, but looks like I need to glue again. Just that side. I think the bottom's stuck. Huh. And then over here, I just made another little pocket. Same here, I used a tag for a pocket. And then over here, a lot of times I'll take the same page, you'll see that throughout, and then I just make a page to match it. And then I backed these on like a coral paper that I have from Stampin' Up! Because it just matched perfectly. So I backed those for journaling cards. And I was so glad that she didn't do anything, no offense to anyone, but I was so glad she didn't do anything in hearts for February, because, or Valentine, because I wouldn't have liked that. A pocket here, and then I made a belly band using some of the coral and did some stamping with an envelope with the coral, and then just added some paper. Yeah, this one came out really nice. Let's see, and then the middle, February monthly. Just used a little, you know, paper pad here that I made. We've probably all made some of those. If you haven't, it was super easy and super fun. Some more pockets and another tag for putting in more. I did a lot of stamping in this one too. But yeah, pockets for putting in tags and writing spots and journal tags and stuff. So then I made a second one of these. Is that one glued? Oh, I got that one down. And then more journaling. I stamped this and then just put a picture on the back. Now this one was called Spring Blossom Cottage, and this was March monthly. And I went ahead, and when I was doing this one, I wasn't thinking about at the time that, oh, I'm going to bind this in a quarterly. So in hindsight, I might have not done this, but I actually like it. So it's a good idea when I go looking back and be like, oh yeah, that would make a great closure for a journal. Anyway, I did end up putting this on here so that you could tie it close. I love how it came out. And then with this one, it was so pretty. I had some of this blue lace left, and I thought, oh, I want to add some of that to it. So I just added some beading, some lace to the front and the back. And then this one is where you can see I'm starting to grow a little bit in my ideas and like, oh, what can I do with that? So here I just made a little flip out. There's about 3 or 4 pages under here. And then used the little embellishments to keep that down. Then I made a pocket, and like I said, a lot of my pockets, if you take everything out, it will match up the picture underneath. So I try to keep the graphic intact. These are things that I did actually on my computer in my Word document. I just did some borders, and I just wrote some things in there and changed some of the fonts, and then that way I can just go to my own stash and print out some stuff, because I do like to write prompts in there. I think sometimes for journaling, when people get a blank sheet of paper, and you know, if you're not a journaler and it just doesn't flow quite as easy, you sit there with a blank piece of paper and you're not quite sure what to do. So I always like to put like little prompts and stuff in there. I don't always do it, but and then again, I did a tag, and then these are just stuff I go through my stash. You know, I have all this paper and added a March monthly to the bottom. If it has something on there I want to cover up, you can always just add a little something, something to it. Then I just made a tag. I had some gingham paper that I made a tag. It might have come with the kit, I don't remember. And then another belly band. And again, if you take this out, you have a full picture. I don't know why. I try to avoid doing it sometimes because I repeat myself, but I love it. I love it that way. So then I have a die cut where it die cuts like a big pocket that you put these layers on, but sometimes I just use that little layering piece to make the pockets. And then I added a little label at the bottom, a little side pocket, then the middle with the March monthly. And then this one, this is where I sort of stepped out of the box too. I was like, well, I think I'm going to take this paper, and if I remember correctly. No, I don't think this was part of the bottom paper. I think I had it left over from something, but I just wanted to cut around all of the little spots there to just make this unique little tuck spot. And then, of course, went through my paper stashes and found colors that matched. So this is sometimes why we collect these things. And, you know, if you use it, it's not hoarding. Not my quote. Came from a different creator. And then I did a side pocket. And then, again, this was one of the ones I just used a die cut. But tomorrow, little quote there. And then another little pot. This came with it, a pocket, so I just cut that out to make it another little pocket on the side. And then I made a tall pocket and then a side pocket to go on top of that. And then in the back, I did the same thing. I just did the little ladybug and bee to keep that down. And then there's the back of the book. And then this would be where I said, oh, I should have probably not, but great idea to look back on, which is what I'm going to do with a lot of these, because as you'll see through the videos, it progresses and I get a little bit creative as I go along. So then I just took each piece of what that month was and I mirrored it. So January, February, March, January, February, March, January, February, March. Then I just took the little clamps. The name fleets me right now. And then I have a chain that I bought, and then I just take pieces off, and then I'm able to make this closure. And I did this, I had enough of these when I bought them to do every single book. So this is the first one. This is the first quarterly for Journaling Joy 2024. And I'll see you in the next video for the second quarter. Thanks, everyone. Bye.